At least I think we are. Oh, here we go. Hello, everybody. What is going on? It's your friendly neighborhood Dungeon Master Rose here, back at again with another Stories from the Savagelands video. We got a few things to go over today before we dive in to the gameplay. First things first, as you can see over here, I say over here because that's where my other monitor is. We do not have a virtual tabletop map. Owlbear Rodeo is being a huge jerk right now, so I couldn't get it working in time for today's session, so sorry about that. It's all going to be theater in the mind today. Excuse me. We might be moving over to a different software. I don't know yet. I'll keep you all posted. Other than that, as you can see on my top left-hand corner, we've got someone new joining us. Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
Hi, my name is Ghosty. I use she, they pronouns, and I'm playing a druid cleric Owlin.
All right. So, where we last left off, if you guys didn't watch the last session, what are y'all doing? Go back and watch the last session and then watch this session. What are you doing? But if you just need a quick refresher, the party faced off against Nedry Fort Song, but unfortunately their efforts were in vain, as with the final strike from Cindric, who is unfortunately not with us today, as with that final strike, the Lord of Rust was brought back to life. And now we open up. The villagers manage to snap out of their mind control as words. It's been forever since I've done the last session. The villagers snap out of their mind control as they come to their senses, and they all turn and see the heroes, right? As of right now, that's Church, Hugan, and Max. I didn't know that was a thing on Discord. As for all the others, they've turned into pumpkins. So, there we go. That's a good way to... they're still there. They're just there as pumpkins.
Wait, so I have a question. Do we have to like carry them around, or can we like leave them at an inn, or like am I here yet?
You are not here yet. I'm about to get you introduced, but as my players know that when they turn into pumpkins, they do have to carry them, but it's not like a huge big to do list or anything. Just throw them in a backpack; they'll be fine.
Okay.
But you guys are then approached by a owl humanoid figure with a look of excitement on their face as they seem to be enamored by you. I don't know if that's the right word. They seem to be fascinated by you. Ghosty, go ahead and go ahead and describe what your character looks like.
Okay, so she's about like I say medium, so like 5'5", 5'6". She is like a gray and brown tawny owl, um, with patterns all over her feathers. And yeah. Oh, she wears well, what she typically wears is a sweater. They call a sweater and a sweater vest with a collar and some jeans and combat boots, which is strange in a post-apocalyptic world.
So you see this Owlin character approach you, absolutely fascinated by you guys. It seems like they had been watching. They had successfully, like they were not under the mind control, so they saw this entire thing going on, and they are just absolutely fascinated. Is there anything you all say to her?
Well, I'm a pumpkin.
Well, no, you're not a pumpkin. You were there at
I
the.
didn't.
Well, you just see this very short 2'8" strange red panda just look up and just pull out her hand. She wants to shake our new companion's hand. Say, "Hi, I'm Max. Nice to meet you."
Hi, I'm Eris. Nice to meet you. This is like so crazy, don't you think? Like everything that just went on, everything that just happened. I don't really know anything, but like everything that just happened was like super crazy, dude.
Well, we're in a crazy we're in a crazy we're gonna have crazy adventures. So you're gonna have some fun with some wacky adventures. We're just a group of crazy people. We're good company though.
That sounds pretty fun.
Yeah. Just don't worry about. Well, one of her companions had a strange animal companion. Unfortunately, they're just back there asleep. But of course, they had a companion that seems a bit unusual for to you, to a normal person, really. They had a griffin.
Okay.
Yeah.
But so Aerith has now joined your guys' party. By the way, Aerith, I love how you have just like immediately gotten into character and have started roleplay. Give yourself a point of inspiration. Go ahead and keep track of that on a separate sheet, and when the time comes, we could go ahead and explain what that's all about.
I don't know how to do that.
I would just
Uh,
recommend opening a notes document and then keeping track of it on there because D
just
and D
get a
Beyond.
notepad.
D&D Beyond only allows you to keep track of one point of inspiration, whereas I do multiple points of inspiration. Uh, that's how my games work. So,
Interesting. The panda and the
Yeah, I have a
Viking
notepad as
owl.
well. It's a free software app. Obviously, it comes with my PC anyway.
that's a
What
good
is
root
your
beer.
what is your story?
So,
See,
what
that's a really
made
good
you
question.
desire?
I don't
What made
remember.
you want to adventure? Oh, you got a goal?
Amnesia. I suppose that makes sense.
Oh, okay. So we're playing a amnesiac, huh? I don't even know if that's the right way to describe someone
Yeah,
with
it works.
amnesia.
Uh, if for any context, why I keep shutting off the face cam is I have another person in my room.
Oh, it's fine.
My mom.
But all right, so after being introduced to Aerith and Aerith now joining your party, the mayor of the town walks up to you, Hugan, and says, "Thank you, brave heroes, for saving us. Unfortunately, the cult of Rust is back at it. But I know a great band of heroes such as yourself will be able to take care of this threat. Tell me, though, what is your party's name?"
Hmm.
That's actually a very good question.
How about
I
how about how about the chaos party?
I was
We are a
thinking
group of
something.
we are a group of
I
unusual individuals.
That is true, but I'm thinking something that will actually stick in people's minds. I would like to suggest Moonshadow.
Moon Shadow. I like that name.
At work, we have a nocturnal. We have possibly a nocturnal person. Well, two. I mean, I can stay awake without needing to sleep anyway.
Moonshadow will be able to all of you.
Oh, but here's a warning about this world. In this world, we have something called a mana storm. So anybody who can do magic needs to be knocked out.
We can explain more of that when the time comes.
I can do magic.
Yeah. It's
So,
dangerous to go alone.
So, Moon Shadow. You guys are known as, from this point forward, you guys are known as the Moon Shadow. Any objections? All right, no
You want a problem?
objections. We'll have to inform our absent party members of the name. You guys do see Nedry's unconscious body just kind of laying in front of the fountain. If you guys wanted to go ahead and loot that.
yes, I most certainly
Loot!
do. I immediately check for a spell book.
I
So
checked
with
for any money.
Nedry being a bard, unfortunately, he does not have a spell book. But he does have some
Well, they're
magic
bards.
items for you, Hugan. He's got himself a ring of protection and a cloak of protection.
That's very handy.
He also
I'm
has...
gonna check for money.
Checking for money, you find 15 gold pieces on his person.
Any
Nice.
weapons on him?
Weapons, I mean, a crowbar could be considered a weapon, so he does have that on him.
Yoink.
I mean, that's great for breaking. That's for breaking in stuff.
And there's also a longsword for the people who can use that.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's not me.
I don't know how to look
Anybody
at my
this-
inventory and stuff.
So is a longsword a simple weapon?
A longsword is not a simple weapon, it's a martial weapon. But I thought as a ranger...
Oh, then I
you
can
could-
use it.
Oh, yep, I was about to say, yeah, you're a ranger. You could definitely use martial weapons.
Yeah. Hand over longsword.
All right. Oh, and he's also got a dagger on him, just a regular dagger. Although you do
Okay.
notice that on this dagger, the handle or the hilt of the blade is rust colored. That's the only like standout feature about this, though.
That's odd.
I'll take the dagger because well, I can use those. It's better off for a person who can throw a dagger and can use it very well.
Nobody wants any of it. I immediately attune to the.
You can take the magical items. It might be useful for you for later. And they don't use a spell slot since it's technically an item.
Yes, I sit there and attune to them.
All right, so Hugan is now attuned to both the Ring of Protection and the Cloak of Protection. So that will really bump up your AC there, Hugan.
Yeah.
And with that, your time here in Deep Slate is done. The bandits walk up to you, having already paid them a couple of episodes ago. They basically just say, "Pleasure doing business with you," and they dip.
I just shake hands first before they dip. I said thank you for your service.
The leader of this little group nods, shakes your hand, and then walks off. So now it's time for you guys to head back to Scrap Heap to go ahead and figure out what the next course of action is. And as you guys are walking through, you see very quickly that a mana storm is brewing.
Oh boy. Time to knock
That's not
everybody
cool. out.
Who doesn't have magic?
I don't need magic.
Immediately go into the
Okay,
have magic.
knock all three of us out.
Max. I've got this covered on myself. We've been through this. I know what to do. I go into the cart. I wave my hand around myself, and I just pass out as I cast sleep on myself.
Oh, okay.
That works. Knock me out, please.
All right, so with Aerith and Max officially knocked out, Mana Storm just kind of comes. It's there for about an hour. It leaves.
Hold on. Max did ask. Max's character did not ask to knock them out. So, may I do the honors?
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't worry,
They'll
I
put me
won't
in a
make it
condition
hurt
called unconscious.
too bad.
But so basically the Mana Storm kind of just comes and goes, nothing really of it this time.
What, 20 to knock Max out?
I was just gonna hand wave the dice. Alright guys, we are back. Unfortunately, Ghosty did have to drop out for today's session. Ghosty's not feeling all that well. Send her your regards down in the comments below. So with that, Ghosty turns into a pumpkin. No harm, no foul. She'll hopefully be with us next session. So with that, as you guys are traveling back to Scrap Heap, roll me. Who's driving the cart right now? Probably.
The Molly
Uh,
monk. Monk.
Yeah.
So,
Probably me.
Church, go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Oh boy.
We're looking at 19.
A 19. You see smoke where as you are riding a little bit closer, you see that this smoke is from a fire that's been dying out. Moving closer, you realize it's Hugan's cryo lab.
Oh no.
Shit. I'm gonna bang on the cart thing to wake everyone up.
I wake up and
What the
I
heck is
smell
going on?
smoke.
Get the fuck out of here.
No.
You
Oh
guys
my
need
God.
to see this. It is
All
not
right.
good.
I immediately
I did
get
smell
out.
smoke, and I just walk out. I just saw what you see, and it's like, oh my, yeah.
Start blasting
Russ.
fires with Ray of Frost.
All right, so Hugan is using Ray of Frost to put out the fires. All right, so and that's a
checking my
cantrip,
arsenal.
correct?
That would be correct. I can sit there and do it indefinitely.
I need everybody to once again go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Very well. Is it higher than
16.
14?
7.
So with a 14, 16, 17,
I said 7.
oh, so unfortunately,
Oh,
Church, you don't see this, but to the 16 and the 14 over here, you guys do see that there are
Hugan has a 9.
9.
Yeah, I'm.
Oh
the
yeah,
one who sees this.
no, he was saying passive perception. Yeah, passive, and a 14
yeah,
is
there we go.
enough for the passive perception.
Oh, that's what I have as well.
Then you see this as well, Church. I forget passive perception exists because most DMs that
I'm not
I
taking
play
up
with,
passives.
they don't use it.
I don't use it because it's 11, and I wouldn't, it wouldn't let me see. So I say I keep the 16 I rolled.
But all right, so you guys see humanoid figures of green skin and long tusks. They wear scraps of armor. You see like a thing of plate mail for one of their shoulder pads, maybe like some chain mail over here, just like a bunch of scrap just kind of thrown together to make their armor. And they carry weapons of the Savagelands, but they look beaten down and worn as if they've taken quite a few hits and they've been used for quite a while. And Max, with your 16, you find that around where Hugan, or not Hugan, where the pod you guys put Locarius in, it's destroyed and Locarius is not there.
So he guys, he got out.
And Hugan, you see something that the others don't, just because they didn't get to see this, I don't think. But basically, instinctively, because of your backstory and what's going on, you immediately rush over to the pod where your wife is kept. But you see that unfortunately it is destroyed. And she is laying there on the ground, glass shards in her body, and she looks like she is on the verge of death.
Sons of a
Oh, no, no,
bitches.
no, no, no.
I immediately cast Spare the Dying on her if she's not, and then I'm going to try to find another pod immediately.
As you look around,
I'm
you
gonna
see
take a
all of
message.
the cryopods are destroyed. There is nothing here but rubble.
Oh my
I'm
god.
I'm just gonna do a
I must get new
medicine
equipment
check to
post
see a
haste.
way to help.
And I need
I will pull
more.
up. Real quick. I gotta pull
Oh,
up
10.
Bucket's sheet. I totally didn't have that prepared.
I immediately place her on a table.
I rolled
Anywhere
a 10
that she
on medicine.
is.
So the 10 on medicine is unfortunately not enough. You don't feel very well equipped in your abilities to properly take care of this wound.
Spare
As
the
you are
Dying automatically seals all wounds.
spare the dying, you said seals all wounds.
It stabilizes the individual, preventing them
Yeah,
from
just
making
trying to find a way to
having
actually,
to make death
help
saves.
to keep them a little bit alive a little bit longer.
Fair
But
enough.
I see I can't.
Before we continue, I'm assuming Church, you are going ahead and just standing watch, make sure those orcs don't come anywhere near you guys.
While rigging a water bomb to help with the fire.
You said a water bomb?
A water bomb.
Okay,
Woo! Water!
so a water bomb. Let me go ahead and do something real quick. I'm gonna see if the orcs heard that. And they are stupid. They did not.
Idiots!
So the orcs are kind of just looking around for like scrap parts or whatnot. Um, Hugan, your wife speaks. Ani, is that you?
Yes, don't worry. I'll get you another pod post haste. And I will make sure whoever did this to you,
They're
let's just say, never breathes again.
they're from what I everything is so hazy, but she she gasps for air a little bit, kind of. I when I awoke, there were orcs. They were just destroying everything, and they destroyed my pod. They destroyed another pod that had someone else in it, and there was a figure in a black robe with it looked like rust-colored trim, and um, I remember. I remember him saying, "It's time this group of fools knows who they're dealing with," as the entire building collapsed.
And
You guys know the black robe with rust colored trim as the Lord of Rust. Locarius is free, and
Monsters!
it's all because of the Lord of Rust.
I immediately look at you guys. I need another pod, and I need the formula.
So Hugan, this is actually a good time to introduce the. Well, I don't know about introduce, but basically, all of the pods have been destroyed, but there's enough here in the rubble for you to make a new pod. So basically, what I'm going to need you to do is I'm going to need you to roll me a tech check. So you're going to roll a d20, add your intelligence, and because obviously you built this cryo lab and all of that, you add your proficiency bonus as well.
Alright, so a d20 and add all my bonuses as well, and my intelligence and proficiency.
Yep.
Understood. Alright, let me double check to make sure. See which one was my background. Alright. Let's do this. Alright, so that would be let's see. If I combine the grand total, let's see, proficiency, where are you? Okay, so, oh my god, it's actually not very effective. Anyone have anything?
Bucket can go ahead and cast guidance on you, so go ahead and roll a d4 and add that as well.
Alright. Alright, so 6 plus 11, 6 plus 2, that's 8, plus 5. Alright. That would be 14.
14. The DC was 13. So you are successfully able to build a cryopod with and are able to create the liquid necessary to keep her cryogenically frozen. Before you freeze her, however, she places a weak hand on your shoulder, and she whispers to you, "Give him hell, honey."
I nod and immediately look at you guys. We have some orcs to kill.
Mm-hmm.
Church is just gonna point in the direction of the orcs.
So Church points out the orcs, and they are still just absolutely freaking oblivious to you guys. Hello.
Hello, Dome.
I
Hello.
hold up my. Oh, they won't be very shortly, I can assure you of that.
All right. So, um, they are. I'm gonna say, for all intents and purposes, they are considered surprised. They are 20 feet away from you guys. So, anybody with ranged options want to do anything?
Let me see
Are
what
they
I
close
have.
together?
We'll start with
Are they
Hugan.
Are they close together?
Yes, they are in a group. There's 5 of them, and they are in a group.
I look at them and I literally move really, really, really fast. A sonic boom erupts around them. They all need to make a constitution save.
Careful.
A Constitution save. And I
Oh,
need.
jeez.
If any of them are wearing stone, I believe it is, let's see here. Okay, let's see. Okay.
I was just planning to do a chaos soul blast to the ceiling to make trouble fall on them. Or
If
snipe
they
them
are
with a
wearing
bow.
stone or crystal, they have disadvantage on the save. A non, and if they are, let's see here. I think there was also something that they would.
So they got a natural 1.
All right. So, let me see. I think that if they are they're orcs, so 14 thunder damage.
Okay. So they are looking very much hurt. I'm just gonna go ahead and just break the illusion. They're all at 1 HP. So, anybody else got any ranged options they want to do?
I do.
I'm going.
It's all yours, Max.
Use my bonus action.
Oh, a bonus action for Hugan?
Dang
Yes,
it.
I'm going
Oh,
to.
well, I would miss.
I'm basically going to do my blade song thing and go super sonic.
Okay, Blade Song.
I'm gonna let you do that.
That is my. Well, that would be my surprise round.
Ah,
The
okay.
spell and the
I'm
blade
gonna-
song.
Yeah, I rolled bad, so I'm gonna use one of the inspiration if I had any inspiration.
You do have a. I think you have at least a point.
Yeah, so I'm gonna use one of my inspiration to re-roll the short bows. Oh wait, that's a short sword. I mean short bow. I should have rolled for the bow first. Oh, 17. Does that hit?
A 17 hits, and we'll go ahead because you had clicked the wrong one. You don't use your point of inspiration. So yeah, go ahead and roll for damage.
6 damage.
Yeah, so you just pull your bow back and as it hits one in the head. And they are now alert. Well, if they weren't alert before, they are now.
Bonus action. Bonus action. With my cutting action, I hide.
Okay, all right. Go ahead and roll me a stealth for that.
Oh my god!
You are just you try to hide, but you're just kind of standing there like this. If I can't see them, they can't see me.
Inspiration. I'm using my inspiration.
No, also the joke here is that they just go like, red panda smell?
Go ahead and point of inspiration. Go ahead and reroll. That's
17.
much better. Yep, a 17. So you are able to hide. Now, everybody, it's time to roll for initiative.
Cue battle music.
Oh, 20.
11.
All right.
Oh, day for the
Hugan?
monk.
Hugan. A 7.
I rolled a 7. That would be correct. That's why I said
What?
that is not a happy
What
thing.
did the orcs roll?
The orcs rolled a 2. So,
Womp
yeah, womp womp indeed.
Yay, I get to go first. Meanwhile, I'm still hidden.
All right, Max, go ahead and you're up. And then on deck is Church. And then after Church is Hugan. After Hugan is the 4 remaining orcs.
Sneak attack.
All right, sneak attack. Are we doing range sneak attack or melee sneak attack?
Range.
Hey, I just gotta ask. But yeah, 6 damage. You just pull back your arrow and ding, another one down to the ground.
My bonus action is.
Oh no,
hide
wait,
again.
did you? Oh, I don't see a roll to hit. Is sneak attack an auto hit?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Oh,
If you hit,
It's an auto hit.
If you hit, then then you can make sneak attack. Since she had them surprised, she can use her rogue feature when she makes an attack on them in order to use sneak attack, adding additional damage to.
oh, okay.
So 6. So I'm gonna have to roll for. I guess I'm gonna have to roll for a hit then. Let's see. Oh, never mind. 20. A dirty
Yep.
20.
Everything goes as planned.
Yep. 4 plus 6 is 10.
So you dink and knock down
That thing is
another
now-
orc. Anything else you
I
do?
go for a hide.
Roll for stealth.
16.
You are hidden. All right, then. Next up is... Who did I say was next? Church. You're up.
I like to abuse hide.
Church is gonna just chuck the water bomb behind him before he even does anything else to help put the fire, you know.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So he's just gonna.
And it goes off, puts out some of the remaining smoldering fire.
Church is gonna go. And I thought that was a careless toss.
I saw that coming.
And then he's gonna go shortly right after that for the orcs. And you said they're like 1 HP, right?
There's 3 more left, and yes, they're all at 1 HP.
This should be fun.
Yeah, that's why I'm abusing sneak attack, because it's fun.
So for 1, I'm gonna unarmed strike.
Roll to hit, my friend. All right, everybody, I am back. Sorry about that. So yeah, you guys know this insignia as the Knights of the Future, which are in the most high-tech city known as bleh, I almost said Gloria. Glora. So you guys have no idea what this person is doing here. Possibly they were traveling and happened to see what was going on, but you get to see her in full action. Like, her sword is like made out of plasma energy as she's cutting through orcs. As a blaster bolt is about to hit some innocent civilians, you see kind of like Reinhardt style, this like jetpack thing on her back kind of boosts forward as she slides and clenches her fist as a giant shield appears to deflect the bullets. As she then drops the sword, pulls out a blaster, and pew! Head explodes in a very fun fashion. And you just see her being a natural badass. Max, what's with that look?
I mean, she could be an ally. We could recruit her if she's in a if she's not against us. Also, she sounds pretty.
I'll admit that wasn't what I was going for when I was making this character. Okay. So basically, there's still about like 10 orcs around the area, so I need everyone to once again roll me. Excuse me. Roll for initiative.
Roke has rolled a 13. This is just sad day. Sad day.
This is a bad day for the monk.
18.
Just a bad day for the monk.
All right.
Finally, Hugan rolled high.
Hugan, what did you get?
An 18.
18.
13.
All right. And
You got 7. This is the most enthusiastic way.
and then Max, what did you get again?
I got a 13.
And Church, what did you get?
7.
All right, and we are back. Sorry about that. I probably should have gotten this all set up. I didn't know how far we were going to get this session. And so, with that, that is the end of the knight's turn. So that means that next up is Hugan.
Our rank of the close together.
If I had a nickel for every time you asked me that, I'd be rich. There are 2 of them that are kind of close together. They're not really paying attention to the night lady. They look like that they are getting ready to break open a window. And they have torches in their hands.
Okay,
Uh-oh.
well,
Oh boy.
that unfortunately forces my hand. I do the thing. I basically create a sonic boom. I need to make a Constitution save,
All right.
and I will roll the damage.
One con save coming right up. So they got a 12.
All right, that fails. Each one will be taking 10 thunder damage.
You said 10.
Yes.
All right. Two of the orcs are looking very much hurt. But what were you saying?
If they are wearing like stone or like anything like that, they would be. I think they do it at disadvantage.
They are not wearing any stone. Metal is not stone, so. All right, so with that, anything else you do, Hugan?
I will once again go use Blade Song. Hopefully, get a long rest soon. And unless like this was like instantaneous, in which case the previous one is still active.
How long does Blade Song last?
Give me 1 second. I will read it for you. I'm going to my speeches and traits, looking at my Blade Song. Okay. And times for long rest equal to my proficiency bonus. As a bonus action, for 1 minute, I gain the benefits.
So you will have to activate another Blade Song. Your cryolab is on the outskirts of town, but it takes about like maybe 2 minutes to get into town. So you will.
So basically, a minute passed. More than enough minutes. You're gonna have to. The old one is not, still around anymore. Just make a new one.
Yep.
All right, I'm activating it. It's active now.
All right. So with that, next up is Max, and on deck is Church.
Since there's orcs, I'm just gonna snipe them.
All right. Go ahead and roll to hit.
11.
That is a miss.
Aw.
Anything else
A
you do
bonus
with your
action.
turn?
Well, bonus action. I'm just gonna hide.
Roll stealth.
Come on, stealth, don't fail me now. 20. Dirty 20.
With a dirty 20, you are successfully able to hide. And with that, it's Church's turn.
Yay!
You just see this
So-
red pit. It just gets in a barrel, just hiding, and it has a hole for her to shoot.
How far out are the rest of these orcs?
The closest one to you is about 30 feet.
There it is. Oh, I can reach that easy. I'm just gonna be funny about it and be like, do the Looney Tunes tiptoe,
Yeah.
and then I'm gonna go, shh, and then unarmed strike. 15.
A 15 hits.
I'm just gonna.
Go ahead and roll for damage.
How does 6 sound?
6 sounds devastating.
So basically, you just see his head cave in.
He's not dead. He's still standing, but
I'm gonna look at the camera and go, really? I should have killed him. Now I'm really gonna kill him. Flurry of blows.
oh god.
24.
That hits.
8 damage.
He is still standing, surprisingly, but he is only at 1 HP.
I can spend another key point to do it again.
Wait, can't you bonus action do an unarmed strike before Flurry of Blows? So it's action, bonus action, spend a key point to do Flurry of Blows, which is 2 more. Isn't Flurry of Blows 2 more attacks?
Shows you how long it's been since I've actually gotten to freaking play.
Yeah, and that's my fault. Got a bunch of crap going on in life, but I should be able to do better monthly sessions.
18 to finish him.
That hits.
Woo!
All you gotta do is just like, you're like, oh, hold on one second. Achoo! As you just punch him and go out.
That's actually what I had in mind.
Really?
That's what I had in mind. And I'm like, oh god, I'm sorry. I had to sneeze. No,
The
I killed him.
strongest sneeze.
And then Church is just gonna just look and go,
All right, so with that, the orcs are gonna go. So I've got 9 orcs I have to manage. I haven't done anything like this since the Scrappamals. So bear with me for just one moment. So the orc that received the javelin in his body is going to pull it out. And you guys hear these things talk for the first time in a very gruff and deep voice. One human's trash is another orc's treasure. And with that, he deactivates the spear, or the javelin, and he puts it into a bag. I meant to do this. He puts it in a bag, and with that, you see him hold this big, not like big in the sense that like it fires like this rather than this. So he is going to aim at the knight. I can't disclose her name. I was about to say her freaking name. And with that,
I'm gonna quickly look at him and go, hey, buddy boy, why don't you try me instead?
let me go ahead. Roll intimidation. See if he falls for it.
This is me trying to be suave like Star-Lord for this night.
You want to use a point of inspiration?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's
Here's him.
better, but that's neutral. I got 10.
So with a 10, he just kind of laughs at you, gives you the bird.
What if I had 2 middle fingers to taunt him?
You're trying to scare him, not just be like a child there.
He kind of just shrugs his shoulders. He's like, all right, fine. If you want to die first. As he turns around, and you see this thing for what it really is, because you could only see it from the side. It looks like maybe like an assault type weapon. No, he turns it around, and there is a big barrel. As you hear it start to hum to life, as a big old bolt of energy hits you square in the chest. Well, not square in the chest just yet. I need you.
Would I be able to deflect missiles since it's technically ranged?
Oh, this is what I hate about 5th edition's version of deflect missiles.
Not to mention, this is exactly why I was kind of taunting him.
Does a 14 hit you? Or no, wait, no. Hold on.
A 14 wouldn't even touch my armor class.
15.
Yeah, it just basically can't touch this.
I'm just gonna put my hand out and be like.
So as he goes to kick, like I guess the kickback was a little bit more than he expected, because it kind of just goes, like it starts to go for you, but then he kind of aims up and it just kind of whip.
It basically just went from epic fail.
So that was that orc's turn. And the two orcs that Hugan did, after being attacked by a sonic boom, they go to attack, but then the one that blasted you, Church, turns to them, looks at them, and says, "Oi, forget about them. Go ahead and do what I told you." And they are just shaking with fear. They punch the window as you can hear screams inside as two of these orcs throw their torches in and set the building ablaze. The fire will take... The fire will take 6 rounds to basically make the building damn near impossible to get into.
Oh, don't worry. I might have to save the people in the process while I'm using my little hide. I'll snipe while I'm saving people.
And so that is 2 of the orcs' turns. That orc is dead. And the other ones are just going to take various shots with their weapons. I totally forgot my physical dice, so I'm having to utilize a digital roll, the D&D Beyond roller, and it's getting very annoying. So one of the orcs has a laser pistol, aims it at the aims it at you, Hugan. Does a 15 hit you? Hugan?
That's 15. Hugan? Hugan?
No, it does not. I simply dodge out of the way like the Flash.
Oh, dang. All right. So
basically, you're just going to be like Peter Griffin on Can't Touch This.
we can't say that for copyright infringement. Can't touch me.
You can't touch me.
All right. So with that, and then 3 of the orcs are going to take a shot on the knight. So I'm just going to do 1 roll for all of them. And they all hit, each dealing... Wait, let me double check that. Oh, they just barely hit. And they each deal 4 points of damage, so a grand total of 12 points of damage. And then the final one is going to try and take a shot at the church.
We're actually going to go after deflect missiles. Okay.
Does a 19 hit?
Yep, but I have deflect missiles. I can use my reaction to deflect or catch the missile
Hey!
or whatever range item it is. When I do so, the damage I take is reduced by 1d10 plus 8. If I reduce the damage to 0 and have a free hand, I can spend a key point to make a ranged attack with the item has a monk weapon with a range of 20 to 60.
So I will say, because you are being shot with basically a laser bolt, you won't be able to grab and throw back, but you will be able to deflect. I will allow that.
Works for me.
So what are you...
So 4 plus 8, that's a damage reduction of 12.
4 plus 8? Hang on, I gotta see the breakdown.
So
roll a
how
D-
it works, the damage I take from the attack is reduced by 1d10 plus 8.
Oh,
Deflect
okay.
missiles.
Okay, yep. Sorry about that. You had just said that and I kind of just... Okay, so you take no damage because it was 5.
And then it's gonna backslap it.
You just slap the missile like a superhero, like a classic a cartoon character just pushing a missile away.
Yeah,
I'm gonna do it in the form of, but it's in the form of a meme where after I deflect it with the backslap, the sunglasses just pop up.
Oh, you are too much, man. All right.
Or like or like one basically Quicksilver, I guess, in one movie, a Marvel movie that involved the X-Men. He just pushes away the bullets.
Yep. I know
Yeah, no, that's a good
exactly.
one.
That is a good one. So that was the orcs. So top of the round, we are at round 2. I need to keep track of that because now there's this fire.
And I'm hidden, and I'm hidden temporarily. I'm gonna go inside soon to go save people because if I don't save them, consequences.
So the knight is going to go up to the person with the cannon, and she is going to shout, "Focus your attacks on me, fiend!" And with that, she takes a swing with her longsword.
Woo!
I don't want to be hearing those noises.
Sorry.
Oh, what did I do?
Did nothing.
That hits, and she is going to use both hands on this and is going to deal 11 points of damage, which is enough to take the orc's head clean off. So there are now 8 orcs remaining.
Oh.
And so with that, that is her turn. So now it is Hugan's turn. On deck is Max.
Is it possible for me to get in near that building and inside?
Yes, the fire has just started. So yes, you will be able to get in.
All right. As soon as I get in, I blast it with a ray of frost.
All right, with a ray of frost.
I mean, he's targeting inanimate objects, so
He is targeting an inanimate object, so it's not a roll to hit. I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna hand wave and just say that you have successfully put the fire out. That was good. I thought that was gonna prove way more of a threat.
yeah. And even if it melts, it just takes out the fire regardless.
Yeah, fair enough. Because I mean, the ice is cold. But
Yeah.
so with that, Hugan, you just bust in, throw the ray of frost, and as the flames begin to die down, you see 2 children shaking in fear. The body of their dead mother lying in front of them, and you are all of a sudden hit with flashes of anger and rage. And because of this, you get to take an extra action.
Oh, goody.
Because it reminds you of what happened earlier.
Are the 2 orcs outside currently?
They are still outside, yes.
Take
I
your
walk
vengeance.
up within 15 feet of them. They need to make a constitution save as I literally clap my hands together.
All right, another sonic boom. You know, really laying it onto them with that sonic boom. That is a 12.
They fail. They're taking 13 damage.
They had
Oh, no,
5
they're-
HP.
You just
They're
clapped them out of
literally
existence.
flung back. And
No, they're dead. No, they're gone. They're
ground.
no longer. There's no flesh. Just skeleton all over the ground.
No, Max, their bodies are literally... That was Thunderwave, out of character.
Yeah, but think about how strong that was, and they only had like 5 hit points. You overkilled.
Big time.
They deserved it.
Max, for the record, we all tend to overkill, so.
Yeah.
I mean, I did shatter somebody, so yeah, never mind.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't want to hear it from you, Max.
Gosh.
All right.
Nobody looking really hurt at all.
The children they've got blood on them, but they seem to be fine. The mother is beyond saving, unfortunately. That fire kind of engulfed her, so to speak. So.
Oh.
Yeah. She
Oh.
like
Okay.
kind of like Two-Face style. Like half of her body is burnt.
Oh. Well, when it's my turn, I'm just going to use my turn to, I guess, comfort the kids and get them out of the building quickly.
All
Before
right.
they set that on fire.
So Max goes in. Um, you see that they are crying at the loss of their mother, but seeing just this big, well, not big, small, fluffy red panda, they seem a little bit more hopeful. They are still very much upset. But
I'm just giving them a big hug. Just telling them, let's evacuate you, and once this is over, we will give your mom an honorable grave, and I will see that you find someone to take care of you. I'm hoping you would have a better life than what's going on with what's happening now.
uh,
I wish this to you.
they just they're just hugging you right back, and you can feel your fur getting wet with their tears as you evacuate them out. So that was a Max's turn. Church, you're up. There are still a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 5, and 6 orcs left.
How far apart?
They're all in different intervals. But
Don't tell me you're gonna try to a
the
massive AoE.
there are 2 orcs really close to you that are standing right next to each other, kind of just providing backup, so to speak. Basically, they were basically told to stand at the back door of the building that Hugan and Max were just in, and basically they were going to come in and kill off any survivors. So they're kind of just standing there, kind of oblivious right now, because they heard the window shattering and the flames. They're just kind of waiting for everything to die down. They don't really hear what's going on. But they're
Yeah, we need to start saving these people.
Time to
The
light
ones
these
that are not.
monsters up. So before I even do something, I'm gonna speak the command word for my monks flaming armor reps to fully ignite them.
oh sh.
Well,
Okay,
they're
Knuckles, little Mister
No,
Flames of
no.
Disaster.
And you just see this this insanity look on Church's face, like
Oh God.
he's gonna look at orc number 1 and unarmed strike.
All right, go ahead and roll to hit.
18.
Shit, that hits.
Oh,
And if I read this, deal an additional 2d6 damage, fire damage, mind you.
oh, oh, God.
So they're not only taking damage from the unarmed strike, but from the on fire flaming arm wraps. So that's 6 bludgeoning damage plus 6 fire damage.
Okay, damn. This orc is looking very much hurt and has got a fish-shaped burn mark in his face.
I'm gonna look at him and ask, "Hey, you want one to match that, or are you gonna run?"
He just looks at you, just wide-eyed. All right, sorry about that, you guys. Just had to check up on Ghosty. Hugan, you rolled damage, yes?
Yes, that would be correct. The one in front of Max takes 6 damage, and the one next to me takes 3.
All right, let me go ahead. And then you said the one in front of you takes 3 damage.
Takes 3. That would be correct.
All right. Anything else you do on your turn, Hugan?
I don't think I can do anything else, to be honest.
All right. So next up is Max. You've got the children standing behind you and an orc currently facing you in melee range.
I tell the kids to cover their eyes.
And they do so.
Chaotic Soul Blast.
Chaotic Soul Blast?
Yep.
You're a
That's
ranger, right?
number spell.
Yep. I'm a mix of ranger and rogue.
She probably picked Druidic Warrior, which grants her access to cantrips.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Okay. That
Yeah.
I forgot that subclass exists.
Yep.
Go ahead and roll to hit.
22.
22 to hit. That hits. Roll for damage.
7.
All right, with a 7, and you said that is the one in front of you. So
Yep, and it's 7 radiant damage. That's gonna hurt. It's basically getting blasted with sunlight. If we're flavoring radiant as that.
yeah, he is very much hurt. Anything else you do with your turn?
I grab the kids and use my cunning action to dash, get out of the building, basically.
All right, so if you are using dash rather than disengage, you will be heading out the back door, where you rush out and you see Church standing there.
I say,
Hello.
Church, hi. Hi. I got the kids.
Get them to safety.
Obviously, yes. There's an orc in that building, by the way.
Not worried.
He's hurt, though, but you can go eliminate him permanently while I'm going to chase down one day that deserter.
Now remember, Max, you don't know about that deserter.
Oh, true.
Unless Church informs you.
Yeah, and he's not going to inform me because obviously that's kind of over. I'm going to end up killing him anyway. Who knows? We might find a deserter somewhere.
All right, so with that, Church, it is your turn.
So there's still one on the yard, and it's fighting the knight, right?
There's one outside, and then there's
One in my building that I came out of.
there's two inside the building, and oh, that's right. There's an orc that tried to swing at you, Church. So there's that one. There's the 2 in the building, and then there's one out. So there's 2 outside, 2 inside.
The one that swung me is gonna die first. And do I need to remind you of what's on fire right now?
Yeah, no, you don't need to remind me. Oh, y'all are lucky I love
By
you.
the way,
We
those
are
are also
fun.
considered weapons. So
All right.
let's light this puppy up.
All right. So I'm assuming you're attacking the one that tried to attack you first.
Yep, and that's a 16.
16 hits. Go ahead and roll for damage.
12.
All right. 12 points of damage.
Oh, and the things are on fire. So that adds 2d6 fire damage, which is going to be 9. Total 21.
All right. So 21. The one that tried attacking you is now dead. And
There's just a giant burning fist mark that's still, like, embering on his chest.
yep. And you still have your full movement if you want to move into the building and then attack one of them with your bonus action or any of that?
Oh, I know Hugan's got that handled and everything. I have full confidence.
All right,
I'm
so
gonna help the knight.
as you move forward, that they're about where they're engaging in battle is about 40 feet away. Do you have that movement speed yet?
Oh, I have Step of the Wind,
Mm-hmm.
All right,
so that helps.
so with that, you're able to successfully get to the orc attacking the knight, and you wait. Does using a key point involve a bonus action or reaction or what?
Bonus. Well, for Step of the Wind, it's bonus in this case.
Okay, so you use your bonus action to get up there, and are you gonna expend any more key points?
Unfortunately, that's my last one.
Oh no!
Aww.
Not worried though. I'm gonna look at him and go, "What's up, bro?"
And so with that, it is the orcs. The
That's.
two that
I
are
didn't mean to click that.
The two that are in the building are going to head and try and attack you, Hugan.
Alright.
So attack number 1. Does an 18 hit?
No, it does not.
What? An 18 doesn't hit?
Well, I have Blade Song active, so that's another +5 to my armor class, plus the Iron Magic items that you gave me, plus Mage armor. So.
Damn it.
Basically, I know.
I regret giving you that stuff. What?
Yeah, I have no regrets letting him have that stuff.
What is your armor class right now?
It's a cumulative total of 25.
At level 3?
I am a Blade
Yes.
Slinger wizard. Like, literally.
And don't forget the fact that he has 2 protection items, 2 magic protection items.
Yeah, so in addition to the initial thing, I gain, I'm honestly pretty tanky at this point. Combine that with the fact that I can use
So we have a wizard that is
to
complete
take
tank.
half damage on AoE effects, so I will like only be and then I can turn around and do a melee attack and do that damage to other creatures. There's like a whole bunch of things. Blade Stinger wizards are kind of tanky.
He's basically Doctor Strange.
Our wizard is a freaking tank. Okay, alright. So
Yes,
that was
it
the
is fun
two
now.
in the building. The one that's currently attacking the knight is going to instead attack you, Church, and he's gonna, as he turns to you and he says, I see what you're doing here. She's not your type. And with that, he takes a swing.
Without a good looking I am, mate. Compared to you, I beg to fucking differ.
Does a
For the
23 hit?
record. God damn it, yes it does. For the record, I have a mitt in my mouth to help with that accent.
Huh, neat. You take 12 points of damage.
I'm just gonna spit out a tooth.
And he kind of like throws his hands out like, what you gonna do?
Oh, it's not what I'm gonna do. It's what she's gonna do to you.
Which, speaking of what she's gonna do, top of the round, round 4, she is gonna go ahead and take a swing with her sword.
And
Yay!
and before the swing hits, I'm gonna look at him and goes, always remember that the hand is quicker than the eye. But I can't actually do this on camera, but Church is gonna point with his middle finger just as the attack's about to hit.
So the attack does hit. It's actually a crit. So that's an automatic since she's wielding it with both hands. It's going to be 10 plus another d10. because we're
then
using my special crit rules.
fourth wall break and will ensue. Look at the camera and go. And that's why most orcs are definitely stupid.
And as you are breaking the fourth wall with this, addressing the audience, blood just kind of splashes at you from the side, and you just like pay it no mind.
That's very Deadpool.
Yep. But with that, that is the end of her turn, and now it is Hugan's turn. Hugan, you've got two guys on you. What you gonna do?
I look at them and I say, you have two choices. You can tell me where your boss went, and I can let you leave. Or if you choose not to, I can have fun. Your decision.
So as you are saying that, go ahead and roll me an Arcana check.
All right, that would be a 12.
That is actually just enough. So as these orcs are basically telling you, we ain't gonna tell you shit. You see that in their eyes. They've got like a strange glow to them. And with your successful Arcana check, you know that these orcs and what you can assume is all the other orcs have been hypnotized.
Now, I unfortunately am reduced to doing something a little less fun.
Hmm.
I
No killing them?
need to leave. Well, Max, it's not a matter of. I am going to hit one of them. It is a 22 hit.
A 22 does
This is
hit.
a non-lethal blow.
A non-lethal
Alright,
blow,
I'm
okay?
targeting. Alright,
So you're like hitting with the butt of the sword?
correct. 6 damage.
All right, so 6 damage. Let me just see what they were at. I know they were pretty low. You hit one in the back of the head, and it falls down unconscious, but not dead.
Alright. Do any of my companions look seriously damaged that I can see?
That you can see? No. Everybody
Alright, then.
has managed to go through this combat, except Church last turn, but everyone has not taken any damage, except for the knight.
Can I visibly see her?
Because the door is open, yes, you can see her.
Alright, let me see if I have enough range on that. How far away is she? Just out of curiosity.
About 10 feet.
Alright. Does she look really bad or?
I'll
fine?
just go ahead and break the illusion. She's at 41 out of 53.
Alright then, well, she doesn't need me.
Anything else you do there, Mark?
No.
Max, you are up. You're currently standing at the back door with the children.
I'm gonna grab the kids, and obviously, if I try to find a place for to hide them so that I can, defend them.
All right, so we'll say that you take your turn, move it around, trying to find a safe place. And while you do notice that there's not really any orcs outside anymore, it's probably a good strategy to keep them hidden just in case more show up.
Mm-hmm. And I prepare my short bow for in case there's any orcs around, just so that the kids are, hidden and safe.
So you are able to take them inside of a building. You bring them up to the second floor of this building, which has a window that overlooks the entire stretch of the town. So you'd be able to hit any orcs that come up.
All right. I'm gonna scope around. I'm gonna scope to see if there's any orcs that I could,
There's
Fun.
not any orcs that you could shoot.
My short bow goes from 80 to 320 feet.
Ah, shit. Okay, I forgot about that. With the door open, you do see the other orc that is engaged with Hugan, and you do see that one of them is on the floor unconscious.
Do not kill him, I say as a free action. They're charmed.
Aw. Well, I'm just gonna shoot the unconscious one.
I
Wait, what?
just said don't kill them, they're charmed, you fool.
Fine, and I kill the one that's obviously aggro.
Hey, look
I
at
doubt
you.
an 11 hit anyway, so it was just a warning shot.
11 does not hit. Church, you are up. You can hear Hugan shouting to Max that the orcs are charmed. You look over and see that he's still one-on-one with one of the orcs.
How far out?
30 feet. Or not 30 feet, 10 feet, because you're right next to the knight.
Oh, perfect. So for this unarmed strike, I'm just gonna do like I literally have the WWE references. Have you ever seen a move called Sweet Chin Music by Shawn Michaels?
I cannot say I have. I'm not really big on WWE.
It's
Yeah, not
basically
that.
like a straight foot kick